We are back. I am Laura Petracco, and this is Harrison Swain. Harrison, what part in Addams Family do you play?
I play Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester. And if you can't tell, he has a buzzed head. We're gonna get to that in a second. How old are you, Harrison?
I am 17 years old.
17. What grade does that make you? Sophomore? Senior?
I'm a senior. I'm an incoming senior.
So you're gonna be a senior.
I'm going to be a senior.
Have you thought about colleges yet?
Have I thought about it?
Yes.
Let's move on to the next question.
That's a pass. Where are you from?
It's a weird question. Edgewood, I think.
He doesn't know where he's from. Do you play any instruments?
Do I play any instruments? This is part of my history. It's what haven't I played, but also what have I continued playing.
Oh.
So I've picked up multiple, but I've dropped them within like about 6 months.
So are you good at them, or are you?
I good?
Are you amateur at all of them?
I'm a bad jack of all trades. Does that make sense?
Yeah. With instruments.
I played saxophone for 2 days.
I
was part of band in 6th grade. My job.
Do you take any voice lessons or acting lessons or dance?
I do not.
It's nothing.
I don't take it. Probably should.
You're just natural.
Yeah, I'm completely natural.
Let's see. Any special talents that you can think of?
I can clover my tongue.
I think you need to show it right now.
Should I
If you want, just do it right there.
With that, when people say special talents, like listing special talents, like juggling.
Yeah. Can you juggle?
No, I can't juggle.
I can.
I wish I could juggle.
I can juggle, but anyway, going on. Okay. In a short, sweet version, tell me about Addams Family.
I don't want to say Romeo and Juliet, but that's basically every show. The underlying theme. It's the two clashing families.
Yeah.
With the single chain that connects them and how they interact. That
is a really good description. I like that. Romeo and Juliet. So there's romance. There's humor. There's the show has it all. I feel like it's kind of spooky maybe at times.
It's very spooky.
There may be some fog involved.
Will there?
If you have a haunted house type set, I feel like there should be some fog involved.
You feel, but you don't.
It's very true. All right, enough about you. Oh, back to you. How do you relate to your character?
How do I relate to my character?
Uncle Fester.
Well, it's hard because there's a line in the show where I say, a fat, bald person of no specific sexuality. And when I'm not this summer, because I fit one of those words now, it's completely opposite. How I walk, mostly, I throw in a little bit of Ed, so you can't take it with you, if that's anything like that.
Yeah.
Behavior.
How does Uncle Fester behave? Your Uncle Fester.
Oh, he loves love. Yeah. That makes sense. He's not like pushed away by it. He's completely opposite, almost from the Addams Family itself, in that he's very expressive. Whenever there's romance, I'm the one that's always like looking from like beyond and be like, oh my, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I even have a little romance of my own.
I have heard about that. You guys will find out. Do you have any pre-show routines that you go through?
I find a nice little corner by myself. It doesn't have to be dark or anything like that, but it has to be by myself, relatively quiet, not a lot of people. Yeah. And then I do the breaths for about 5 minutes. I like stretch.
Okay.
I like touch my toes.
Yeah.
That's it. And I find that's like, it gets you in a nice place. So
the Addams Family has a lot of funny people in it, right? Which of your Addams Family castmates would you say is the funniest off stage? Off stage?
Ooh. Marisa LaRufa, who plays...
That's what Peyton said.
Really?
Marisa's getting some love on these interviews. She's a funny one, I hear.
Oh,
all right. Ooh, if you could play any part in any show at all, what show would it be, and what part would you play?
I'm gonna be super lame here.
That's okay.
Because it's a role I already did play, and I realized I had a revelation even today that it's like, I won't have a role any more perfect than that role. Just because it was fun. It was Ed from You Can't Take It With You.
Okay.
You can definitely tell that like some of Ed has transferred into Uncle Fester, just because it was successful.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Ed was successful, so let's take some of the good bits.
There you go. You were hilarious as Ed. I came and saw that show, and it was phenomenal. So, Uncle Fester, he, for anyone who resides under a rock, you may not know that Uncle Fester is bald, and it's kind of like his signature. Like, you know it's Uncle Fester by his bald head. That's how I feel. You had plenty of hair before.
I did.
Before joining the Addams family.
Plenty of hair.
Tell me about the removal of your hair.
After I got cast, as they said, you are going to play Uncle Fester, it was during Sound of Music. And I was like, I can't shave my head during Sound of Music because that'd be a little... That would not go so hot. So what I did is I couldn't wait until after Sound of Music ended. And I was just counting down the days until it finally ended. And I told my dad, I was like, I want to shave it. And it was the end of the year, end of the school year. And it was actually 2 days of school left. And it was finals. And I just said, I want to shave my head. I finally want to do it so I could go into school bald. Which was very funny. I couldn't help but see, like, everyone thinking, like, Harrison Swain just shaved his head.
So you wanted to do it?
I wanted to do it.
Did the director make you do it?
That's one of the things that Mr. Burgess said during auditions, is that he said, if you want to play Uncle Fester, are you comfortable with shaving your head? And I said, yes.
Love it. Are you gonna get some baby oil in there?
Some baby oil?
Yeah.
Funny thing. Someone today, Marisa, said this. She said, you know what baby oil helps if you potentially have razor burn.
Yeah. And it just makes your head shiny. Makes it look more bald, I feel like. I have always dreamed, I don't know why, I've always dreamed of being in a show where I had to do something drastic like that. Like chopping off all my hair, or like... I mean, like, movie stars these days add on, like, 20 pounds or, like, you know, like a ton of weight to be a specific role. But that's really cool. I give you a lot of credit for that. All right, let's go on to the special fun ones.
The fun ones.
Are you game for that?
Sure.
All right, do you follow Broadway at all?
Do I follow Broadway? I go on their website about once a week.
Okay, that's totally following it. Who's your favorite Broadway performer?
Performer? This is going to be like the little shout out to, I don't even know if he's going to see it. He won't. I know that for a fact.
He might.
Let's not rule out that possibility, but it's the guy that played Genie in Aladdin.
Yeah.
That we saw, just because I talked to him when we stage doored.
Awesome.
James Monroe Eagleheart.
Yes. He's a great performer. I've never seen the show, but...
He's a special man.
I saw him on the Tonys.
I talked to him for 2 minutes, and he holds a very, very small place in my heart, just from those 2 minutes.
He seems like a great guy. Mm-hmm. James Englehart Monroe, is that right? Monroe Englehart.
It's one of those.
If you're watching, you're a great genie. Keep it up. Cool. Okay, and your favorite Broadway show? Do you have one?
Ooh, we saw Hedwig.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's just what it was. It's just
end of story.
End of story.
Got it. All right, another fun one.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have dinner with any Broadway star, who would it be and why?
I would do the guy from Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Jefferson Mays. That's it. That's what it is. It's Jefferson Mays. Because God, I saw like an interview with him. He looked insane. Like genuinely insane. And that makes for good conversation.
Yeah.
I think it does.
He would be very interesting. Very interesting. I love it. All right. Listen, now don't cheat is the time for the lightning round. This is a game I like to play with my interviewees, and I give them 2 options, an either or, and they have to choose between the 2 that I give them. You'll see how it goes. Harrison, are you ready to play?
Yes.
Opera or musical?
Musical.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Mac or PC?
PC.
I almost said iMac. iPhone or Android?
Android.
What? Watch TV or read a book?
Watch TV.
Beach or lake?
Lake.
Morning or night?
Night.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Dogs or cats?
Ooh, now that's a rough one. Guys, say cats.
Hot dogs or hamburgers?
I thought you said how dogs. Like it was like relating to the next one. Hot dogs or hamburgers? Hot dogs.
Okay. Staycation or vacation?
Staycation.
Fly or be invisible?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like method of transportation to said vacation. Oh wow, invisible.
There we have it. This has been Harrison Swain on Camera Behind the Curtain. He plays Uncle Fester in the Addams Family, and all of you should definitely go see him. He is going to be awesome. So, anything else you want to say?
Nope, I gotta leave.
He's out of here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Say goodbye to your fans.
Goodbye.
Come see the show.